Hi guys. I never really watch anime because time. But if I do watch anime, I would like to not waste my time. And someone suggested this video about I regret watching this anime from Gigguk, and I am intrigued and also scared because the last time I watched videos like this, I was like a teenager, and those were videos about animes like Boku no Pico. So yeah, I am mildly worried, but that's fine. Let's just go watch this video, right? Let's go.
Who let her out the house? Anime is a medium that can invoke so many powerful
I have no idea what.
Sometimes
I am already confused. But it was a plastic straw. I think it was a plastic straw. I love those straws. I can't find them anymore. I don't know if it's a EU thing, but I can't find these straws where you can just bend them. They are so cool. I love them as a child because you could just, play with them way better. But now we don't have them anymore. At least I can't see them anymore. I can't find them anywhere. I don't know if it's because at least there's like a regulation in the EU that we are not allowed to have plastic straws anymore. So I think it might have something to do with that, but I love those straws. And yeah, I know it's very random, but I love those straws. I want them back.
Sometimes you're so excited the hairs are standing on the back of your neck. Sometimes you're so immersed you're shedding tears along with the characters.
Oh yeah,
and sometimes
definitely.
you want to grab the nearest blunt object and chuck it through your television. I have what my friends refer to as a problem. In the amazing world of romance shows, I cannot help but want to psychologically torture myself with some of the trashiest romance anime known to man. But what if I told you?
But the trashiest anime are normally the funniest, but I don't think I could watch them alone. I think I would need a friend to watch them with, just to make fun of them, because they're so trashy that they're good. They're like, they overstep the point of being bad. So now they're good again because they're so bad. You understand me? Yeah.
It's because without watching the bad, you can never truly appreciate the good. That's a big fat lie. I'm just addicted to this shit. And this spring, there's been one show standing on top of the biggest, stinkiest pile of trash heap in a season where one of the options is a harem romance show between one guy and his 5 stepsisters,
The what?
Anime has somehow eclipsed all that to become my certified hate watch of the month. Can a boy-girl friendship survive? A show that has made...
Oh, I think I saw that on Crunchy. Wait, I think they have that on Crunchy. Maybe if I do feel intrigued after watching this anime, maybe watching this video, maybe I do. Let me just check if they really have it on Crunchy. I think I saw that once. Do they have it on Crunchy? Let me check. Can a boy girl boy? Yeah, they have it. Oh my goodness. It has 13 episodes. Okay, I'm not gonna read what it's about. I mean, I can imagine what it's about just from the title alone, but whatever.
Made me so frustrated, showcasing characters so
and
toxic.
She's cute.
I can only deal with my anger the only way I know how, making everyone around me suffer too. So, if you woke up today and
valid,
thought,
valid,
you know what?
absolutely
my mental
valid.
health is doing a bit too good today.
Emotional damage.
Boy, do I have the cure for that. Man, I'm not gonna lie though, I'm barely a minute into this video, and I'm already sick of talking about this show. Can we just get just one anime where male-female relationships aren't some ticking emotional time bomb?
Nah. No, we can't. Obviously, we can't, because in real life, male-female relationships are always, like, friendships are always a ticking time bomb, obviously. Yeah, there's no possibility that they could just be friends, right?
Oh? What's this?
What the?
Yeah, that's more like it. Huge thanks to today's sponsor, Silver and Blood Requiem, for pulling me out of emotional drama quicksand and dropping me into something gloriously dark. Everything you just saw, everything you're seeing now.
Oh wait, that's Onion Boy. Wait, is that Onion Boy from Dark Souls? He looks like the Onion Boy.
Comes from this game's anime-style cutscenes. Silver and Blood Requiem.
Oh. It's not Dark. He looked like Onion Boy in Dark... Oh, come on. Okay. Dark Souls 3 Onion Boy. Onion Knight. Yeah, Onion Boy. Onion Knight. He looks like that one. You can't tell me it doesn't look like him. Wait, there you go. See? He definitely yeah, come on. He just has this little teeny tiny thing on top. There you go. He just has this little teeny tiny flop on the head. He doesn't, but come on.
Everything you're seeing now comes from this game's anime-style cutscenes. Silver and Blood Requiem is a free-to-play dark fantasy strategy RPG on iOS and Android.
Oh my,
yes,
they are very beautiful. Oh my.
Aesthetic. I mean, just look at this. Looming cathedrals, immortal vampire vessels in blood-soaked armor, blood iron gates creaking in the fog. It's like Castlevania met Fate Grand Order and they both said, make it darker. Gothic style. But aesthetics aren't everything. This game's got a gacha system that's as brutal as it is beautiful. Every pull feels like casting a ritual. You want that SSR vampire prince? Then I check the gacha rate. 4%, which is higher than most competitors.
That's true, I think. I think I've played a little bit of Genshin back in the days. When I started streaming. I played a little bit of Genshin and I did like Genshin a lot, but it just takes so much time. I think they had lower gacha rates. I think you had like the 50-50 pity, but I don't know after how many pulls. I think after 100, 200. I don't know how many pulls you need for the 50-50.
The soundtrack, composed by the legendary Yasunori Nishiki, the guy who made
good soundtrack is the most important thing.
That guy.
Not always, but
absolutely
it is very important for me.
English and Japanese. So, what are you waiting for? Silver and Blood Requiem is available right now. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to download it today. Join the What Hue Does Your Blood Hold events and get yourself a starter pack before you miss the launch window. Wait, already? But I haven't even talked about how vampires achieve immortality by transferring blood memories or... Stop yelling! I'm almost done! No.
I can be immortal, Bog.
No, I didn't even talk about the PvP or team comp straps. Don't cut me off. Thank you very much to Silver and Blood Rain for sponsoring today's... The story of the tortoise and the hare is a tale I'm sure many of us are familiar with.
Yeah! When we were in... When I was in primary school, we... I don't even know the English word for it. When we had the... German, it's called a Fabel. So it's probably a fable in English, right? It's just a fable, probably, right? Yeah, it's just a fable. And when we were learning about that, the hare and the tortoise is also one we learned about in German. So it's a pretty common tale, I think, and as probably they also have it in other languages. Wait a second. Like, because we learned about it in Germany. So the hare and the tortoise. Do they have that? Okay, Wikipedia also has it in Spanish, for example. Le libre y la tortuga es una fábula atribuida a Esopo posteriormente. Recicria por otro... I can't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. They have it Italian, Netherlands. Don't they have that in French? Do they have it in French? They might not have it in French. I wanted to read it in French, though. But yeah, okay, apparently it exists in several languages. Okay. Makes sense.
Told throughout many countries, transcending language, borders.
I'm sorry. I did not pre-watch this, okay? Ooh, I think I listened to that Stray Kids song. It's good.
And cultures, teaching new generations the importance of humility, never underestimating others, and that a positive mindset triumphs over acting quickly and carelessly.
Yeah.
Now imagine a story where the hare fucking wins. You is just your typical backboneless romance protagonist with a single passion in life, crafting homemade flower jewelry. But unfortunately, he's afflicted with a
that is so beautiful
condition known as Asian parents. They want him to give up on his hobby so he can become a doctor or some shit. So he needs to show them the only...
Or a lawyer. That's also good possibility. Lawyer or doctor. Yeah. Or architect. Architect is also one.
That can convince an Asian mum to leave you alone. No, mum, I can make money doing this. It's a financially viable career. Don't make me go back to the BBC. However, he ain't attracting any buyers. He's got no aura, no prospect,
and
no bitches. That is
no bitches. Sag.
He has the fortune.
He's got no riz then. Damn it. And don't you dare say I have no riz. I have very good riz. I'm rizzing up a door right now. I'm rizzing up... No, not my door. Sorry, my desk. I'm rizzing up my desk right now. So don't you dare say I don't have riz. I do have very impeccable riz. I could teach him. I am sure I could teach him. Just let me into that anime and I could teach him.
And we have the misfortune of being noticed by the #1 most beautiful girl in school.
Who would have thought?
Most popular. Himari, who looks at his jewelry and is like,
"You smell that? What is that? A cologne? No. Money."
She sells out all of this product and realizes this is the greatest opportunity since dropshippers discovered TikTok. They start a partnership together. He's the manufacturer, she's the marketing, hoping to one day open up a jewelry store. Cut to year.
That's actually a smart idea. I like the basic concept of that anime. I would have watched it if I just knew the basic concept. I'm very worried what's going to come, but I really like the basic concept. It sounds cute.
Years later, where they have grown up to become friends, but not just any type of friends.
Wow.
The best of friends.
Bestest friends.
The best of friends. Oh. Here's the show in a nutshell. We look so much like a couple here. A couple of besties. Wow. Familiar?
Such a friend zone. Oh no, the friend zone. It hits hard. It burns. It burns.
Except sometimes the dude is Himari and the girl is you, and sometimes they're both the girl, and sometimes they're both the dude, and sometimes they're one bounce away from a Mormon soaking session and still like, yeah, just a couple of besties. Oh, hey, I don't see what's so wrong with this. Just another wacky anime.
So it's not a and they were roommate situation, Sag. Is there an anime with a they were roommate situation? I would so watch it. I mean, there's a lot of manga. I love that yaoi. Yaoi! No. I would watch it. I would definitely watch it. And they, like, Juju Romantica, but Juju Romantica is not really, and they were roommates. Or is it? Would you call Juju Romantica, Romantica? Is it Romantica or Romantico? I think it's Romantica. Juju Romantica. Junjo Romantica. Junjo, not Juju. Junjo Romantica. I wouldn't call it a and they were roommate situation, right? Because you're like, come on, everyone knew. Right. But I want an anime like that. Can you recommend one?
Anime rom-com with two friends slowly realizing they have feelings for each other. Sounds like innocent fun to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought I was getting into as well. See, what I didn't realize was that I was about to get introduced to some characters that would make me reconsider monkhood to deal with some of the anger it gave me. So, let's talk about some of the... Initially, Himari just seems like your extroverted, energetic, cute anime heroine with blue hair. And I was getting ready to cheer for her, not knowing I was getting fooled by this hellspawn of a hussy. Now, historically, girls with her hairstyle have not had the greatest track record in romance anime, and I would like to think one of them finally deserves a dub. Yes, she has single-handedly set back the reputation of short, blue-haired romance heroines fucking decades. Rem, Rui, Ichigo. Now, every time I start feeling sorry for one of these girls being on the losing side of love, I'm gonna think back to this face and go, oh, you know what? Maybe the short blue-haired girls deserved it. Blue. From the onset, you can tell that this friendship is doomed. Now, I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying, if any one of my female friends acted like this to me in front of my wife, you can bet my ass is gonna be waking up on her couch that night. In a Saw movie, she platonically... Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, from the situations we saw in the beginning with the I've got a raunchy swimsuit on, it does seem like she is not just intent on friendship. It seems like she's intent on more than friendship, technically. But let's just play devil's advocate here. There are certainly types of friends, if you have communicated openly about that, there are friendships that could work like that.
technically, if you have communicated openly and stuff. I mean, it could, right? Right. Just communication is very important in every type of relationship. If it's a friendship or a relationship, it's very important.
He hugs him tightly, platonically sits on his lap, platonically holds hands with him, platonically asks him for a kiss, only to constantly tell him, hey man, we're just friends. Just friends, alright?
Well,
she could platonically spread those cheeks and offer the most legendary backshot in history, only to go, what the fuck? No hetero, bro. This is the type of girl who's like, oh my god, ew, he's just like a brother to me. Forgetting what sibling relationships are actually like in the world of anime. But hey.
Oh, true. I mean, 5 Stepsisters anime.
We all know that romance anime characters have the emotional intelligence of a rock. Maybe she's just in denial of her feelings. And make no mistake, she definitely is. She's in more denial than an Arsenal fan telling you next year is the year they're finally going to be lifting a trophy.
As you already put into picture so nicely, sorry. The Nile is a river in Egypt. So, I don't know where I'm going with this, but that's fine.
We absolutely will. But things take a turn when Enomoto gets introduced.
Oh yeah, sure. There's another girl who's really likes him, and now she's like, oh, I've got feelings for him. Oh no, I never noticed that I have feelings for my best of friends, even though I wanted to kiss him. I mean, it's pretty basic trope though, right? It's like a very basic trope. I think I would have probably watched like the first 1 or 2 episodes and see that, and I'm like, okay, I know where this goes. I know how it ends. That's the problem I had with Demon Hunters. I really want to watch it. The K-pop Demon Hunters movie. I really want to watch it, but I was only able to watch the first 20 minutes so far because I basically know the plot now after 20 minutes. And I checked, I was right about the plot. And I can't get myself to watch it. So I need a body double. Like I need a friend to watch it with me because I really love the songs. But I checked Wikipedia and I was right. And now I'm like, oh no, I already know where this is going. Damn it.
So interested in used jewelry, but Himari is so up her
Actually,
own arse.
What I would love way more. I don't know if there's an anime with the concept, but just make this one be interested in Himari and not the dude. I would love the concept of just a girl and a boy, and they don't know they're in love, but they're acting like they're in love, but they're in love. Like, they just don't know. They're oblivious because of the emotional intelligence like a rock. And then there is another girl, but she's not interested in the boy. No. She's interested in the girl in the relationship. And then the girl realizes, oh, damn, those feelings I've been feeling for my bestest of friends are feelings. But I also like the girl, so we're gonna be together, all 3 of us, you know? Yeah. That would be such a cool anime concept. Please make that.
Another girl who's also interested in...
It probably was already made. Probably.
...used jewelry. But Himari is so up her own arse, she doesn't even register this as a threat. She's so bloody confident that she teases you about Enomoto and actually goes out of her way to set them up, even telling you...
Okay, I didn't expect that. Look at me just boasting about, oh, I already know where this is going. And no, it's not going right. It's not going in the direction I thought it was going in. Can we come back to it like 2 seconds ago? Damn, that's sad.
He should make the girl his new model for his accessories. You know, the thing she's been solely doing for you this entire time? Bitch is feeling so smug, she calls the girl out for being a virgin right in front of you. Like, damn girl, we going full Britney Spears toxic with this bitch?
I would kick her so hard.
But this smugness is short-lived when she sees you actually giving Enomoto some time. And not only that, but Enomoto is actually in touch with her feelings and tells her that she likes you. And they were unknowingly each other's childhood crushes before she even came into the picture, outranking her prestigious childhood friend status. Wait, there's actually a chance they like each other? Well, guess there's only one reasonable response. Oh my god! This girl gets jealous that you is paying attention to someone else after she just...
Yeah. Don't tell me that she's gonna break. Don't tell me she's gonna break him up, please. Please, can we just have an anime that ends with this? And she's just like, oh yeah, well, sucks for me. I guess I'm gonna find another dude. I look pretty and I'm popular and yeah, I know that's not how emotions work. I know, but at some point she has to get over it, doesn't she? She doesn't have to break them up. Please tell me she's not gonna break them up. If they're happy, please.
Confidently tried to get them together. This hare didn't just take a nap. This hare had a 5-mile head start, ran back to give the tortoise a motorbike, and is getting salty that somehow catching up. But she ain't having any of it. It's time for this pussy to mark her territory.
Oh no.
Without urinating though. Even if at this point I think you would actually be down for that. Ah yes, asserting dominance right in front of the girl you tried to set him up with. Definitely not toxic or
that is actually cruel. Come
manipulative at all.
on.
But look, this
If I watched that anime, I would so be rooting for the other girl. I am very bad with names. My name memory is literally non-existent. I have absolutely no idea about names. But that's so toxic. What the fudge? I would so be rooting for the other girl, not the blue-haired one.
Situation can
Himori is the blue. Is the blue-haired one Himori?
Easily be resolved because she's still way ahead of her competition. All she needs to do is. Oh, shit! Is she actually going in?
Oh, she's definitely joking.
Finally, at least she's actually being sincere.
おいひまりその左手見せてみろひまりお前マジで動画撮ろうとしてんじゃねえぞ
A few moments later.
But you just he was gonna until I'm sorry, is this the
Okay, I do understand the feeling of wanting to check out my freaking PC out of the window right now. I understand that. What? Okay.
the hussy convention?
What is the storyline?
Will her pronouns change to this bitch? If the Olympics gave up medals for mental gymnastics, this girl would get the gold and set a new world record in the process. But wait, it gets worse. Because we all know why she wanted evidence of you going in for the smooch. It's to slap her big fat ego over poor
100%.
Enomoto, which she does anyway when she tells her what her crush had attempted.
I would totally do that. Oh, I would be rooting for you to freaking.
We're all out here busy advocating for women's rights while she's out there preaching the words of women's wrongs. Oh wait, hold on. She's adding more to her routine?
What?
Because when she actually gets called out for her toxic ass behavior and you takes the suggestion that she
As she should.
made to make Enomoto his new model. Himari just... This is episode 3. Episode 3! Surely it goes up from here.
There's 13 episodes of this?
You know, it probably wouldn't be so frustrating if we didn't have a main character who enables every bit of toxicity that Himari exhibits. Now, we've met some dense romance protagonists in our time, but this is a different kind. There's a girl waving a red flag the size of Russia, 5 feet in front.
It's bigger than the size of Russia. It's bigger than the whole continent. What is the biggest continent? Asia? Asia is the biggest continent. Surely Asia is the biggest continent. Yeah. The whole size of Asia, okay? At least. Maybe Euro-Asia. Just put Europe into it, okay? Damn!
Front of him, but this motherfucker is completely colorblind. Unlike Himari, Yu is in absolutely no denial of his feelings. While Himari is out there platonically asking for fake out kisses, Yu would willingly platonically hit that so hard, whoever could pull him out would become the
only
king of
platonically,
England.
only.
He knows he likes Himari, but unfortunately, if love makes you blind, you can see about as well as Gojo Satoru. Cause I mean, just look at this. Putting up with Himari's bullshit, listening to exactly what she tells you to do, then getting water thrown in your face and being told that your friendship has now ended. This is a crash out so insane, Moist Critical is about to make a video on it. But okay, maybe you're...
I don't understand the straw. I still don't understand it. Why did she hit him with a You had food right there. Okay. It would have been worse if she took the food of the other girl and threw that on him. But still, you had food right there, okay? Just
your friend
saying.
was having a day off.
Just
you
saying.
know you did nothing wrong, but maybe you just have to talk to her directly and confront her. And how does she respond? Which you think is the wake-up call for him to realize, hey, maybe this one's for the streets. But if that wasn't enough, Himari concocts a plan to pretend she's suddenly going to move to a different city, accidentally sending him an email saying that she's been picked up by an agency in Tokyo in a ruse to fuel her ego and get him to come crawling back to her. So here I am, waiting for Himari to have the smug slapped out of her, feeling the consequences of the most blatant attempt of emotional manipulation, which makes it absolutely set up for a slam dunk.
私の予想だと、ユウはこの連休の間に泣きついてくるね。
Actual consequences? You may...
It would have been so nice. I know it's an anime and it would never happen, but it would have been so nice. Just to, just for him to be like, I guess my love of my life is just gonna move away. Well, I mean, I could ask her, but she friend-zoned me so fucking hard that I'm just not gonna do it. I guess I'm gonna move on. Bye, Mari. Have a nice life. It would have been so fun. But it's an anime. Obviously, they are not. And emotions. Ugh.
Makes a letter of resignation to his school, showing that he's willing to give up his life to move to Tokyo with her, making her a custom ring, groveling at her feet, giving Himari everything she wants and more. And the worst part, she doesn't even tell him that it was a fucking lie the entire time. But who needs consequences?
What?
This is our main girl. She's not just any romance heroine, she is her. That's right.
I understand why people don't like. Oh my.
Give me a H, give me an I, give me an M, give me an A, give me an R, give me an I.
That's nice. What does it say?
It takes up until episode 8 for Himari to fully come clean and apologize for her lying and manipulating him.
And now he's gonna throw her out, okay? Please tell me. At least give her some consequences for her behavior, please. That's like, okay. I talk a lot about my cats because I just got kittens, okay? But if you don't give them consequences for bad behavior, which, when, for example, my kittens bite me, it's that I say 9 and I put them down. So that's the consequence, and I don't pet them anymore, okay? That's the consequence. If you don't give them the consequences, they're never gonna learn, okay? Give them the consequences. Or just say, I'm very disappointed in you. Maybe that helps. Maybe other emotional maybe if you have an emotional manipulation going on you, you've got to emotionally manipulate the person as well, so like just emotionally manipulating each other.
And then his response upon hearing this is,
いいよ。
it's okay.
What?
It's okay! My doormat
No!
has less people walking over it than this guy over here. And this was the exact moment I realized I will never see the ramifications I was looking for. Bro is just too far gone. This man would buy the entire stock of Himari's bath water if she wasn't too busy drinking it all herself. Because maybe he just doesn't have a chance with any other girl who's not as toxic or manipulative, or all in all is just a self-centered psychopath. Wait a minute.
Hello, Moto.
Equally as far gone as our resident doormat is Enomoto, who is in love with you. She makes notes of all his likes, dislikes, personality traits he wants in a partner, and honestly, it would be admirable if it wasn't so sad to watch. You know how some people say guys just can't take the hints? Well, here's the hint.
ユウくんのこと好きなんだもん。好きです。好きなんだもん。
Girl, it is...
She told him 3 times. Like, it's also leading her on. Like, don't lead the poor girl on. Enomoto. She's called Enomoto. Don't lead her on like that. You know that you're not in love with her. Just leave her the freak alone to find love and not, like... He's also a walking red flag. If he has a red flag walking all over him, he's the red flag as well. Like, at least towards her. Like, the fudging hell.
Not happening.
At least fudge is nice to eat. It's yummy. Gosh
Why
darn
are you
it.
staying here? This girl gets rejected so many times, I'm starting to wonder if she saw Rem's scene in ReZero and marked it down as a fetish. Watching her is like watching the human centipede with Enomoto all the way at the back. And yet she keeps trying.
今はひーちゃんに譲ってあげてるだけ。最後に勝つのは私。
No, no, sweetie, no, leave him, no, drop him real fast.
Anyway, girl, keep shooting your shot. And that sums up the viewing experience of this anime. It's been a long time since I've watched a show that fills me with enough concentrated anger to power the entire country of Norway. Then why don't you just stop watching
Why
it?
just Norway? Because you can't.
Look, I'm not even going to pretend this pain is anything but self-inflicted. Anyone who knows me, I am just a moth, flying towards one flaming dumpster fire of a romance to another. Cause
Oh, actually, I just watched an Instagram reel about it. Apparently, night active insects are not drawn to the lights in that sense that they fly towards it. They crash towards it because they technically fly around it. They make like these maneuvers and they don't fly towards it. If they fly towards a light, it's not because they're drawn to it. It's just because in their maneuver, they are towards the light with their back and then they crash. So technically you're moth crashing. Sorry. I just watched that, okay? I just watched it today in the morning, okay?
you know what? I can't even call these characters unrealistic. I've met friends who act like these two. I've come across girls who are completely oblivious to how self-centered they can act and lash out in the most toxic way when they realize they are no longer the #1 priority. Guys who let
I mean, there's a lot of red flags out there. Guys and girls, yeah.
people walk over them and enable this kind of behavior. And I think the thing that pisses me off the most is that unlike the usual dumpster fire romance I love to consume, the series seems completely unaware of this fact and gives them every single pass possible. By the end of this show, I realized that this was all Himari's world and we were just living in it. There's even this one big final conflict that arose based on a lie Himari told about going to Tokyo, and it's completely solved with absolutely zero actions done by the main characters. Everyone gets a happy ending, and we learned that the hair can be
Does Enomoto also get an happy ending? Please tell me yes.
As it wants to be, but as long as there's an even more toxic and mega bitch hair to make it look less bad by comparison, it's still gonna win. Because the hair's a quirky anime girl that says... So thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Okay, the most important question is still open. Did Enomoto get her happy ending with someone else who's better?
Deal with my anger the only way I know how.
Please.
Now, I'm just gonna cleanse my palate with my next series to calm me down. Oh, hell no! Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video.
I felt so much pain.
Thank you once again to Silver and Blood for
There's
sponsoring
so much
today's
pain
video.
in me
Once
right
again,
now.
You can check out that game
Oh
by
my
clicking the link
goodness.
in the description or just scanning the QR code on screen right now. Do it now for your daily dose of sexy vampires in gacha games. And guys,
thank you so much for the video already. I felt pain, but I liked the video. It was very nice and it was very entertaining. Thank you so much. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe on the original video, and also please leave a like, comment, subscribe under this video, and tell me what's your favorite romance anime. Thank you so freaking much, and bye bye.